Okay, this video is pretty much a how to do a dimensional analysis problem. Um, in your book, they mention things like equivalency statements and conversion factor. I use these terms interchangeably, so just keep that in mind when we go over it. Um, so dimensional analysis is nothing more than a structured way of converting something. So if I wanted to convert, say, inches to feet, then what I would do is I would need that equivalency statement. Okay, so for example, let's say I had, I don't know, I had 16.03 centimeters, and I wanted to find out how many inches that is. Okay, how many inches? Okay, so what I would need is I would need the conversion factor. I would need the equivalency of how many centimeters are in an inch or how many inches are in a centimeter. So what I would do is I would write it like so. So for example, I know that there's 2.54 centimeters equal to 1 inch. Okay, now just remember from our significant figures video and discussion that these three right here and this one right here, those three sig figs these three sig figs and this one sig fig, mainly this one, cannot limit the number of significant figures within a problem because these are exact numbers. Okay, so keeping that in mind, I'm going to reorder this this equivalency statement equivalency statement. This is equal to that as a conversion factor, and I can do it in one of two ways. I can either have inches on top and centimeters on bottom, or centimeters on top and inches on bottom. Now, it really doesn't matter how I do this as long as I have the right numbers with the right units. So, for example, 1 inch and 2.54 centimeters, or I have 2.54 centimeters and 1 inch. Now, you're probably wondering, well, those are two completely different numbers and units if you did the division, but they're not going to be divided, so to speak. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to use these ratios, use these conversion factors in the problem to solve how many inches are in 16.03 centimeters. So go ahead and jot this down because I'm about to erase it. All right. Now I know that there is, like I said, I'll go ahead and write it off the side, 2.54 centimeters equals 1 inch. So now I know what the equivalency statement is. Now I need to set the problem up. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take what's given. This is given. This is what I want. So I'm going to take what I give, or what I'm given, 16.03 centimeters, and I'm going to put it over 1. Okay, so take what you're given, put it over 1. Then I'm going to put my conversion factor in there. And what's going to determine if I have centimeters on top or inches on top is the fact that I want to cancel out my centimeters, which is on numerator. Which means in order to do that, in order to cancel it out, I need it on bottom. So I'm going to put centimeters on bottom, and I'm going to put inches on top. When I do that, I need to make sure I put the appropriate numbers. So centimeters, 2.54 centimeters. Inches, 1 inch. Okay? So now when I do this problem, first thing I'm going to do before I do any math is I'm going to cancel out the units that I have been able to cancel out, which would be centimeters. And I'm not canceling out units of inches because actually that's what I want. I want inches, right? Right there. So when I do the math, I'm going to multiply all my numerators across, and I'm going to get 16.03 times 1 inch. I didn't cancel that unit out, so I have to carry it over. And I divide that by 1 times 2.54. So when I do the math, okay, I'll go ahead and draw this down here. 16.03 inches, right? Because I canceled out the, or sorry, then I just did that multiplication. So this is the product. And remember, this is an exact number, which means, as is this right here, they're both exact numbers. They cannot limit my sig figs. So this answer, this product of this equation right here, needs to have 1, 2, 3, 4 sig figs, because this sig fig right here isn't really going to limit the number of sig figs I have. So 16.03 inches, and I divide that by 2.54. Remember, this number is an exact number, so it cannot limit your sig figs. So my answer will still have 4 sig figs. So if I do the math, I end up with 6.3 6.311, okay, because I need 4 sig figs according to my numerator, right? And I didn't cancel out my units, inches. So there is my final answer, 6.311 inches. So there's 6.311 inches in 16.03 centimeters, okay? Like I said, that's just an example of how you set the problem up. Nice, simple example. We're going to be doing a lot more in class and a lot more for the rest of your lifetime.